Today is the day that I am finally unleashing my Zenvo TSR-S on track. You've all been waiting for this moment since I bought the Danish hypercar, and so have I, but it turns out that things might not go as smoothly as I had hoped when I get black flagged and pulled off the track for the first time ever. All of this is happening at my favourite race circuit in the entire world. We're here at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. I couldn't think of a better way to spend my birthday, as it happens, surrounded by some incredible cars. After some warm-up laps in my AMG GT Black Series, then it's a world's first in the new SCG Cup 900 from Selected Car Group with 9 times Le Mans winner Tom Kristensen. Then, the moment I know a lot of people have been waiting for, to see the Zenvo TSR-S in anger with a rather large twist in the tail to come. Hi guys, I'm Shmee, hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Spa, welcome to my first time out on track with the Zenvo Shmee-mobile. Prior to now, this car has been to a ton of different events. We've just come from Supercar Owners Circle, driving with the most amazing lineup of exceptional hypercars, including a visit to a runway where I drove this thing at 300 kilometers an hour, about 200 miles per hour. However, I've never previously driven it on a race circuit, and we're here at the very best to go and have some fun. But before we do, first up, the GT Black Series, the car that I take probably to the most track days. This has actually been under the floodlights at Yas Marina, the Abu Dhabi Formula One circuit. It's been to Texas, to Circuit of the Americas, the United States F1 track. It has actually been here before, but it was pouring with rain. Today the sun is out, it is a beautiful one. So we're gonna get this ready, get straight on out. I wanna go and do some sighting laps, get my eyes in. It's busy out there. It might be a bit chaotic, so we're gonna see how that goes and then how it's gonna go with the Zenvo a little bit later on. I'm nervous, I'm excited. You're coming along with me to find out how it's gonna be. You'll have to accept my apologies for the flickering lights, the LEDs here in the pit garages, but as you can see, there are a lot of race cars around. It is very bright and sunny, and we're gonna be taking a look at this as well. Believe it or not, this is road legal, the new SCG Cup 900 horsepower, 992 Turbo S, made for the track, wearing slicks and a massive wing. Of course, there are some small changes needed. I'll explain a little bit more in a bit, but we're going out in this, the GT Black Series that has covered many road miles, nearly 60,000 kilometers. It's fitted with the Pilot Sport Cup 2s as opposed to the factory fit Cup 2R. These are fairly worn, I'm not going to lie, but they give me a little bit more mileage for driving out on the road. Everything else is in its default configuration, the cam plates, the rear wing position. This is all as it comes out of the box, even though it's been driven on quite a few tracks, because we've driven a lot of miles to get here. In fact, nearly 2,000 kilometers in this, all the way from the south of Italy. This was transported up, and well, I can't wait for a little bit later on, but before that, let's get this started. Let's get out on the road, let's go have some fun. Let's go then. Out of the pit garage, a track full of race cars, many a Porsche, and a lot of other fun stuff. And my first laps of the day as we go past some pretty serious pieces of equipment. But a wristband check as we drive down the pit lane. Show that to the guys. All right, let's turn it up from comfort. We want to be in at least race mode here. Got to be aware of some slower cars and some faster cars. There's a lot of different experience out there today. Let's get on the throttle. Make our way down towards the famous Eau Rouge and then up to Radion. Aware of a Porsche very close behind, but of course, cold tyres, I can't push it too crazily through here. I think the thing is, with the extra power of this, we can go sailing straight on. Gosh, this thing is ballistic. This is just a very gentle first run. He has kindly let me through, but I was a little bit not ready for it because of first lap outing. Race car behind. 296 race car flying through. That is madness. I have driven here many times before. I love driving here. There's something about the elevation, the history, the story of this place. And this is looking perfect. What a day for it. Straight through the 296. That feeling is insane! What a ridiculous car! It's so fast! 285 kilometers an hour down there. This is where tyre pressures are starting to hot up a little bit. I'm going to head in after a cool down lap. Go and let things settle a little bit. Tell you what though, what a way to get the eyes in here at Spa. Absolutely epic! I love this car! A quick pause, catch my breath, understand what this place is about. The sun is now beaming. Should we go back out again? Grab the helmet again. Let's do it. Back in the Black Series. This view will never get old. Flying down into Eau Rouge, up across Radillon. This blind part up top before it opens up. And we're going to go around the car here. So fast in here. The brakes are so good as well. Despite the engine being in front, the GT Black Series just drives like a proper mid-engine supercar. I mean, it is front mid. But this is what it's built for. It's built to drive at places like this, so that is exactly what we shall do. I think on that one, it's time to cool it down. Tyre temps are hot, pressures have built back up, but that was really cool. Pit entry, back in we go. But I tell you what's coming up next is something I'm just a little bit excited about. Let's go get ready for this. From the Black Series to this, and I'm about to hop in for the first outing with Tom Kristensen, 9 times Le Mans winner, brilliant guy, to learn all about this car. I'm actually out here today with Selected Car Group. I've been to visit in Denmark before, amazing setup, but this has been created to be the ultimate track toy that is road legal. I want to show you around it because I know what you're thinking. Slick tyres, massive wing like that, how do they pull that off? Well, this starts life as a 992 Turbo S, so the latest daily supercar from Porsche, based on the 911. So you've got a flat 6, you've got 4-wheel drive, you've got the dual clutch PDK gearbox, you've got a lovely setup, except they've then taken parts from the 911 Cup car. So the door, for example, look at this. This is full Cup car door that can just swap straight on. Inside, take a look, we've got the full bucket seats, phenomenal seats. We've got a complete cage. They've worked with some great partners, the likes of Team Sherma when it comes to the suspension system, because of course, if you're going to slap slick tyres onto it, you need to rework a lot of that. Bodywork, well, this is standard because you've got the wider track of the Turbo S, but everything else comes from the Cup cars, from the race cars, so enormous wing. Now, I mentioned about making it road legal. One of the things here, the wheels, the smaller wheels that go over new brakes, gone are the carbon ceramics, now we've got some race brakes, so expect them to be immensely powerful, but to then swap back to the road tyres, you need a set to go on these wheels, and you literally just can swap those over. You can swap out the wing, pop on a smaller wing that doesn't overhang quite so much towards the side, cuts off a little bit even from the edges, and off you go. TÜV approved, road legal, ready to rock and roll. Of course, it's loud, so today it's running an extra silencer, but the bodywork, the bumpers, everything about it obviously coming from race car, you name it, round towards the front, the fenders, the setup. Power, obviously significantly up from the standard 650 horsepower to 900, 1,000 newton meters of torque, and you get a pretty flat torque curve all the way from basically 3,000 RPM up towards the top. So again, pretty special stuff, right? This has basically been created that you can obviously configure and set things up. It's race car. You can set it up to your heart's content, whichever track you want to go and drive. But equally, you could drive it home. You can hop in here and drive it back home if you wanted, with the fact that inside, you literally have no carpets, straight to the floor, It's literally, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And it kind of has things on it from that GT3 Cup. So, tell you what, should we go find Tom, hop in, go out for a run? Let's do this. When it comes to things that have been retained, something quite interesting, by the way, DC Workshop, who have done all of the build of this, created this car, they've retained the original carbon fiber roof, the front windshield, the quarter windows, and the rear windscreen. That's what you have from the standard bodywork that's left on the Turbo S alongside the arches and the rear panels. It's not a whole lot. The rest is Cup car, yet this is sort of proof you could drive this on the road. This is the definition of race car for the road. Cliched phrase, but this is it. Here we are.
Here we are, Tim.
This is going to be mega. I need to get my belts on.
Of course.
Get them on, get them tight.
Difficult to tie in a rouge.
Yes, yeah, could you imagine? Right. Strap in as properly as I can. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready for a bit of a thrill ride. It's a Turbo S, but no ordinary Turbo S. Maybe.
No, it's SCG
Selected car group.
Cup 900.
900 horsepower. Reworked everything.
They allowed us onto the track. Brave officials. A few cars coming. Let's blend it in.
Versus a 911 Cup. It's crazy. Bit of temperature, a bit of energy. That's incredible. What a ride.
I enjoyed it again, Tim. I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for that. I think you did your best possible job there then, of making me feel a little bit sick. Trying.
No, it's a weapon. It's a great track day weapon, and of course, it's in my age to have the pleasure of driving guys like you out for a few laps and having done the rollout earlier today. I mean, it's a surprising, powerful machine, and I'm glad you were happy. You were smiling and laughing the whole way.
My cheeks are still aching a little bit. You're smiling too. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, no, but old heart is still pondering. It has been amazing, but I would say the feedback is we can optimize the little things. That's a racing driver's point of view. You could also feel there's a little bit of movement there. A little bit less would be nice. A little bit less understeer here. The pickup and the brakes are amazing. So the fundament of the car, they have done an extremely good job.
But isn't what you just said the point of an ultimate track toy? Is to always revise it, refine it, make it perfect wherever you are. You know, if you're here, like Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, it's making it perfect for this environment.
Yes, and there are certain people also wants a little bit different. So I'm sure this one is going to be attractive for these persons.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much again for that ride. That was absolutely incredible. What an experience. Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
I guess this means it's about to be Zenvo time. Well, currently it's a red flag, but after the red flag has gone green again, we'll give it a couple of minutes, then it's going to be time to take this out. Now, I need to slightly apologize in advance. I'm going to take this very gingerly, very delicately, because of the value of this thing and quite how many race cars and mixed ability drivers there are out there, and it being my first time. So there's a lot to learn and to see how this goes. Shall we just hop in, give it a go out there at Spa? Let's get it warmed up and let's head on out. Well, the track has gone green, which means we will get this warmed up. It's basically been off all day, so we'll need to get some heat into it before we go out. Full tank of fuel because it does drink a lot of fuel. And this will be the first time I've ever used the harnesses in here, to be honest. I've never buckled myself in with them, so that's quite fun as well. Yeah, let's give it a little bit of time. We'll be in max power, and we'll be in race mode on the gearbox, but probably drive in road out, a little bit smoother pulling away. And let's see how it goes. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. We'll take it one step at a time. I've given this a minute. We're up to temps, which means it is time. It is Zenvo time. So, carefully does this. Let's head out and go and see how this goes in the afternoon sunshine here at Spa-Francorchamps. Out we roll. So, into race mode. We're in max power, but like I said, this is a very valuable car. Let's go steadily. Okay. I'm just gonna go basically a little bit at road speeds to kick things off here. Get a touch familiar, but I'm driving my Zenvo up through Radio at Spa-Francorchamps. What on earth am I doing right now? It's funny because like Cayman goes past, this feels kind of slow, but it's like 120 miles an hour. Just going down here. Those downshifts. As this starts to get heat into it, it's going to be popping fireballs out the back like you wouldn't believe. Generally, I want to avoid the curbs because carbon fiber wheels and curbs are not your friend. I do not want a broken wheel today. This thing just feels so potent. It's actually terrifying how crazy it actually feels even to drive quite slowly. Just aware of the build-up behind of power, the 5.8 litre twin supercharged V8. Everything feels pretty good so far. Well, this hasn't lasted long. I've been black flagged, so I need to go and find out what for. I don't actually know at the moment, but we'll head back to the pit lane and find out. Oh, it would be really funny if they think the wing's broken. But my number has been called, so yeah. What did I do? What have I done to be black flagged on my first ever lap in the Zenvo on a racetrack? I have no idea right now. No idea. We'll go and find out.
Yes, hi.
Hello, what
Nice
have I
to
done
meet you.
wrong? Hi.
My name is Arno. Listen, I'm not sure race control has called you out because you were going left and right at certain places where it wasn't super logical.
Okay.
Okay, I have to check again with them, but...
No, I've just done my, like, outlap. The black flag came on, so that was my outlap.
Are you warming the tires?
No.
No, not even.
I had one Cayman coming past, but I let him go. Could it be the wing moving?
Okay.
Did they see the wing moving? No. They black flagged because they saw the
'cause
wing.
I didn't understand correct with all the noise. Because they were saying I understood he's going left and right, but no, it's about the wing.
It's supposed to do that. So it's all good.
All good. Go out, enjoy.
Thank you. Oh, that was what we thought might happen. That's so funny. They saw the wing pivoting and they thought that was a problem. It's not a problem at all. It's supposed to do that. Oh, that's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Black flagged for the aerodynamic wing, the centripetal wing at the back. Oh, I was wondering, like, what could I have done wrong? Like, I've only just started. It was straight away. But it's supposed to do that, so we're all good. All right. Let's hope we're all good this time around and they aren't surprised by it. They thought I had a broken wing. Whoa, that sounds like fire happening behind me. I mean, even here when you go 200 kilometers an hour, oh my days, over 100 miles an hour through here. This is ridiculous. I can hear the fireballs behind me. I can't believe I'm driving my Zenvo TSR-S at my favorite track in the world on my birthday in the sunshine. It couldn't get better. It could not get better. This is ridiculous. Those kicks! It's so aggressive! Mad machine. You know what? You'd be doing 300 down here. I think I'm going to coast it back round. I've driven it at Spa. I've had the best freaking day ever driving this car. I feel like a lucky, lucky boy. What a day. What a day! Oh, this has been amazing. Let's coast back round. Almost empty Spa for some laps in the Zenvo. This is what dreams are made of. This is what dreams are made of. I don't really know what to say at the moment. I was nervous. I've been very nervous since the beginning with this car. I've been really anxious of what it's going to actually be like to drive on track. The value terrifies me. I've spoken about that quite a few times. You know, I know that I've overspent relative to my personal position on a car of this nature, but then that 5-minute experience is worth like every penny of it. That 5-minute experience is what you do this for. It's like queuing for a few hours to go on a Disney ride or to go on a roller coaster. You do it for that like amazing thrill that comes with it. I'm so happy. That could not have gone better. What we have to do now, ceremonially, is put the sticker under the boot lid, because every place that this car goes, right, I've accumulated a lot of these. And the fun with this is that it's obviously got my birthday on it, which just makes it even better. Yeah, lack of space. Well, this is just a placeholder. This was another parking pass from when I was out in Abu Dhabi. I think this can go where that was. This can fill this spot very nicely in here. Perfect. Gonna run out of space before too long. What a day. What a day. Drove the GT Black Series at Spa. Went out with Tom in the selected car group SCG Cup 900. And then drove the Zenvo on track for the first time and got black flagged, which was just amusing. Should we wrap it up there? Thank you very much to everyone who was part of today. This was a perfect birthday. Couldn't ask for more. Thank you to you guys for your support, as always. That's it for now, though. Stay tuned for some really epic stuff coming very soon. I'll see you then. Cheers.